This show contains adult content. Hello everyone, Caleb here. Welcome back to Sounds Like Crows. We couldn't do this show without our patrons. Ethan Saperstein, thank you. Mo Skell, thank you. Tim Ruiz, thank you. Matt Birch, thank you. David Hayes, thanks. Thanks as always to Kirby, Matt Stevens, Gary Oswald, Jonathan Turner, Jared, Kyle Neese, Ariel Weiss, and Greg Gray. Music on the show was done by Rudy Zuniga, Levi Rojas, James Quinn, or myself. Savage Worlds and Deadlands Reloaded are owned by the Pinnacle Entertainment Group. And with all of that out of the way, welcome back to the Weird West. The top of the barn that Eliza Crow has set up in her armory in has been demolished. The light rain that has been present the last couple days has been replaced with the first twinklings of white snowfall, like white dust motes fallen from the dead heavens. The gargantuan spider that splintered through the top of this thing burst open like some sort of arachnid egg. All the wreckage has been scattered around. Chayton lies dead on the ground. The luggage that Eliza has brought is scattered around these black and steel containers. Around that luggage is a scattering of crows. Abel has had his arm taken off. You're mechanically incapacitated, Isaac, but if you want to be conscious, you can. Thaddeus, did you take a wound?
I took 4 wounds, but I am not incapacitated as per my edge.
Great. For the moment, since there's still a little bit of PvP going on, we're going to finish out the round that we started. Lucky. You are knelt near the center of the room, your brother having given you like near a heart attack. I think your heartbeat is incredibly irregular. It's going fast and then stopping, slowing down, fast, stop, and it's not in any sort of regular pattern. It doesn't feel great in your chest. Chayton is now dead, and the elixir, the tonic that promises to get rid of the demon that has plagued your brother for the last few months can be seen spilled out of his coat on the ground next to his spear that Thaddeus has carried all this time, and you're stunned.
Lucky's bright red hand at this point has now become a real deep black as all the life has flushed out of his body, until suddenly it comes back in a furious fire. His hand glows furiously as his heart brings him back into the realm of living. And then he rolls. 7.
Damn,
so
very close.
How far away is Chayton's body? I imagine it's
within 6 inches.
Can I see the potion that was once inside of his body?
You can. I think it's barely visible hanging from inside of his coat pocket.
Where is Ellis in relation to this? I imagine probably right next to it.
Yeah, I think he's probably standing, like, if not directly over Chayton, very close by.
Lucky is probably not even comprehending what the hell's going on around him and is just going to make a straight beeline for that potion and diving on it, and he's going to kind of cradle it as if jumping on a bomb.
You dive onto his body, you pull it out and clutch it to your chest as you turn around and see Ellis, only a few yards away from you. The only other person that acts this round is Eliza, but as Harper spent a action persuading her to stop her from getting in her suit, she's still in the process of doing that and can't do anything this round. Last one to go in initiative. Thaddeus, you're up.
So on Thaddeus's turn, he is wrecked. I think we see him slowly get up to all fours after his ribs have been crushed by that giant spider. Slowly, the palm on his knee, he gets up.
Lucky, here, let it go. I'll take him. I can keep him away.
And my intention is to cast telekinesis on my spear and the tonic and pull him to me at -3.
-3.
You want to carry it?
He's further away.
Okay.
He also has speed, don't you?
I could run it away, yeah.
You are a mess right now, pal.
Sure am.
Yeah, how does Lucky respond to that before he casts this? Because it depends if he's going to be able to do it for free or if it's going to be resisted by your agility or strength.
It's free. I trust you, Thaddeus.
Okay, well, let's roll this spellcasting hexes. Got a 9. -3 makes it a 6. Thaddeus will reach out with his left hand. He's been holding himself up, trying to stand up to his right. And you'll see from his sleeve that ace of spades come out and start to glow on his palm, and you'll feel the tug on the tonic. And if you let it go, then it and the spear will slide away from Chayton's body and up into Thaddeus's grasp.
I think Lucky has seen you do this many times in the past before. There's a natural kind of resistance of letting something drop, especially as fragile as like a tonic, but he let goes.
Okay. Caleb, I think I'd like to make a deal with the devil.
Oh, come on, dude.
But I need to
Always
make
with this.
it
You dog.
with Weichuge.
Okay.
And so I can make a deal with the devil as a free action. So the only question is,
Well, he's sort of stuck in Ellis's mind.
right, so then I think I maybe had a multi-action penalty to this roll. So then my next spell is to, Mind Link technically doesn't allow for that because it says it's willing, but I think because he's a devil and I'm making a deal with the devil, could I maybe?
That sounds cool as hell to me. Let's do it.
Weichuge, I could see him as willing to talk to you too.
But you know what? Next time you better say all your actions before you
better,
turn.
yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. I didn't realize that it was gonna, because as
Now's
soon
the
as I was
time
like,
to start
wait,
laying down these rolls.
so I gotta
Spend a
Spend
betting.
a
Unless
Benny.
it's against Crane, then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. Turns out Weichuge doesn't want to talk to.
He's kind of busy,
Thaddeus, huh?
you know. He's in a frenzy right now. It's
a
gonna be
busy
hard to
boy.
talk to that
I
guy.
have to roll a 7 or better,
So,
what?
or blow up on a D10.
I'm just
So
gonna
I
remind you, this
think-
is gonna be the train session, Marshall.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let it go.
I think that you reach out towards Ellis's mind and it's just a steel wall. It doesn't even feel like your brother when you reach out to him. But as you reach out with that same like presence that you've made deals before, you can feel someone else reach out from the hunting grounds. And if you want to try to make a deal with whoever's ready to talk to you, you can.
What if you flipped a Providence chip? Could you get through to Weichuge?
What if it's Ma? What if it's Ma?
I
Oh,
will.
shit.
an
Since
intriguing
this is
idea.
basically story and all bullshit anyway, you can flip one to have that work. I mean, it's not like you're trying to do any ill effects. Sounds good to me. It's just a Providence
Yeah,
shift.
yeah. And
no,
I mean,
dude, there's
if-
no way that's worth it.
I just want to figure out what Weichuge is about. Thaddeus wants to talk to Weichuge, and he's only ever heard what you say
save it
about
for
it.
after the fight, dude.
We hardly ever use this shit. Why not
Or-
just fucking use it?
It's your
How
call.
else is he
It's your
gonna
call, Marshall.
diffuse this situation, right? Because otherwise we're gonna take it
Don't
from
let
him.
anyone dissuade you. It's your call.
So, yeah, if someone could flip the middle one next to the lighter.
Oof. It's on
Yeah,
you
that's
now,
the one.
Cam.
Marshall gets the crow every time.
So what happens?
Damn.
Next time he says pick that one, pick the other one.
So hold on. As part of his action, he's pulled the items. He's got his spear, and he pulled the tonic out to him. And he takes another staggered, slow step up and calls out to Ellis.
Ellis, if you're in there, I'm trying to make a deal. We can't keep fighting like this. We gotta focus. Weichuge, I got a game with you.
And then he's gonna fail with a 0 on his roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not Snake Eyes.
I
but it's a
will
0.
respond, but I have an idea for this crow, this
Yeah.
ill omen chip.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll on the backlash table because he tried to do. It was a spell you're casting, right?
It was a spell I was
So maybe
casting,
just
so I
the
did
effects.
fail on my spell casting
Okay, that's a
roll.
good idea. I'm also considering if I want to pull like another mana 2 into it. You know, have you
Oh,
talked to them
shit.
as well?
I failed, right? So it's kind of whatever you want to do.
Ellis, why don't you respond first? And Weichuge can sort of talk through your mouth at this point.
He doesn't have any control right now because I didn't roll anything on the Dominion table that would give him control. But I mean, he can definitely hear him and.
Well, what's the significance of letting the devil out then? Like, aren't you letting him help you in some
You're
respect?
basically borrowing his hunting ground energy, some of his power, and there's a risk that, you know.
That he can get more control.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're sort of like opening up the valve a little bit
Yeah.
and letting him in, but you're still in control.
still white
There's a
knuckling
risk
it
that
a little
number
bit.
one, he could take control then and there and do, it depends on what you roll on the table.
Yeah.
Number two, you lose Dominion.
Yeah, why don't you respond and then I'll figure out what I want to do with the crow.
Okay, so you said,
Ellis, we gotta stop this. We got bigger things to take care of. Please, Weichuge, I got a game for you.
Thaddeus, I never left. You're the one acting against me. If you want to stop, then stop.
Here's the thing, Alex. I love the idea of rolling on the backlash table. But the thing that I really love, instead of Thaddeus bearing the consequence for this, I think you're going to.
Oh, come on, dude.
So we're going to roll on the aforementioned, on the Dominion
Again?
table. Let's do it.
Last time that happened, Lucky almost died.
You won't lose any.
true.
I just wanted to
You
make
won't lose
sure
any
Wechuge wasn't
dominion?
going to fuck us up.
I won't lose any Dominion?
You will not lose any dominion. All it will do is, since he's trying to pull Way out of your mind to talk to him, he's opening the floodgate.
Oh, whoopsie.
That makes sense in my mind.
That does
that's
make
cool.
sense,
That's
and I don't think Thaddeus had considered
I
that
don't
part.
understand any of it, but that's cool as hell.
Yeah, whoopsie.
Alex, I'd like to take a Benny for that idea you gave me.
Classic Thaddeus blunder here is what this
Yeah,
is.
you know what? I was right to be angry at you.
If you roll certain, no matter what you roll,
If I roll one that makes me lose Dominion, I will not lose Dominion, but all
Correct.
the other effects will happen.
correct.
Okay.
So just to be clear for the stakes on this,
Ellis can kill somebody, yeah.
6 is murder.
Yeah, basically, Wechuge could get full control if I roll a 6. Or if I roll a 5 or a 4, he also gets full control, I think.
Great.
And it's a 6.
Oh,
Damn.
Why'd you pick up that Providence chip, you idiot?
Classic Thaddeus.
Murder. Way goes full psycho and murders someone. It may fire a stray shot, or it might wait to slip away and kill a stranger, innocent, or even one of the host's loved ones.
Oof. Well,
Way looks to Thaddeus, smiles, and says, "Oh, thank you, baby." And he turns his eyes to Eliza Crow. And we're going to deal initiative.
son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
Marshall, Jack of Spades.
Yeah, that's great.
Way gets a 3 of Hearts. Abel gets a Queen of Hearts. Lucky gets a 4 of Spades. Harper gets a 5 of Spades.
Hit me.
Harper gets a 5 of Hearts.
Hit me.
Harper gets a Jack of Spades.
Thank you.
That's actually probably bad, though.
Eliza
Spades.
gets an Ace of Spades.
Ace of spades.
There's one extra left, right? The
He's
last
shot.
bodyguard gets a 2 of spades, and some other folks get a 10 of spades. That's easily enough for a flush. We're going to deal another card to Way, which is a 6 of spades. We got a pair of jacks on the table, so we're going to deal 2 more cards to Way. That's a king. Not quite enough to beat Eliza.
So I think something really strange happens here from Ellis's perspective, right? I think it's similar to when he uses the spirit sight, but it's completely involuntary to him, right? So 1 second he's talking to Thaddeus, he responds. The next second he just basically gets pulled into the hunting ground, right? He can see everything that's occurring around him, but he exists basically just in spirit form right now. He cannot, no one can see him, no one can interact with him, talk to him unless they're in the hunting ground, right? So basically, Wechuge and Ellis just swap places.
Fuck.
And I think that Ellis, at this point, drops to all fours and just looks like a fucking, I don't know, a wild feral animal, like someone raised by wolves or something.
As you watch your own body disjointed from you, Ellis, charge your wife, you see her in this suit with horror in her eyes, and she's going to make a fear roll. If she's able to overcome this, she may choose to try to grab you or something, but her spirit is a D8. This is going to be at -2, but also -4 total because this is her husband trying to kill her. She blew up a 6 into a 1, which is a 7, -4. I'm not going to spend a penny for her.
God damn it, dude.
Alex, would you roll a D20 for your ex-wife?
Okay.
Damn.
Don't be a 20 , please.
Yeah,
Why'd you
we-
say ex-wife?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's because how you see her.
It's not. It's not. That's how, no, oh, that's an 18, dude.
It looked really high.
She sees him drop to all fours, a cannibalistic smile form across his mouth, his eyes wide with excitement. Marshall, what minor phobia does Eliza acquire?
Thank God.
Well,
Wedding rings.
that would be pretty cool, honestly. Like, what's the setup for the front of this? How does she see him?
Ellis is walking towards Chayton in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
And when this happens, he drops to all fours first, and then his head snaps back directly towards her. and then she sees that sinister grin.
And in the robot, like, is it a full enclosure type thing? Is it open faced? I guess if it's armored up, is she looking through like a window?
I think we decided in the last episode you could call a shot to her head at like a -6. It's like a small little, almost murder hole that she can look through with her eyes. It's like a welder's mask almost, with a little bigger hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say if she can reach her hand up to it, as she realizes what's happening and he's coming her way, it just as like a instinctive brace, she puts her hand up against that little slot, and what little light that can come through shines on her wedding ring, and it glints and flashes in her eyes for a second, and she becomes afraid of these rings.
Can you take a Benny for picking the most fucked up thing for her to be afraid of?
Well, I mean, if I'm already gonna ruin her life and maybe end it, I might as well make her.
She did fail her roll. Her turn is over, and now Alex, if you would make Way do his worst.
Well, I mean, I can say something, right? I'm Way at this point, so I can talk to him.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to say, come on, Way, don't do this now. If you do this now, everything I just said will lose its weight. Destroy the elixir, and let's end this.
Baby, your brothers ain't coming around to your side. This is you and me versus the world.
We're almost done. One train arrival, and that's it.
Make a persuasion roll. The negatives of this are -2, because Way's in control and he just wants to eat.
He's probably a little pissed off right now, too. I mean, Ellis would be, too. but-
1, because he's pretty pissed off.
Like he was betrayed just now, right?
Yes.
This whole time he's been being a team
Yes.
player.
Yes.
He's been helping Ellis. He saved the brothers, and just now over half of them betrayed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way.
Everything that he has tried to do
Yeah,
was to stop the
maybe,
fight.
yeah, I've got an idea if you fail the roll, but just -3.
-3. I'm assuming I don't get any harrowed negatives to this,
No. Blew up a 4.
so I have to get a 3.
Come on. It's a 2.
Wait, I'm still letting the devil out. Does that apply still? It adds a D6 to all trait rolls for
I'm gonna
4
say,
more rounds.
I'm going to say no, because you're not, it's your body that would get the extra traits, not you.
Okay, fair enough.
So if you want to spend a Benny, you can. Otherwise, I have a damn good line.
I'll spend 1. That's a really low chance, but it's worth taking, I think. It's 50-50.
If you blow up to 6, you're in decent shape too.
Oh, that's right. I have to re-roll the whole thing. Shit. Didn't think about that.
No.
Yeah, nope. Doesn't happen.
Your brothers just betrayed us, baby. There ain't no coming back from that. And she's the worst of them all.
He can definitely reach her. All your attacks, no called shots. Just going after the armor first.
Fuck.
You know, we did offer him a potion.
Shut the fuck up. Are you okay with this, Alex? I think this is cool.
It sucks really bad. I don't like it at all.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's almost like having a demon inside your body has a negative effect
It
sometimes.
didn't until fucking Thaddeus stepped in. Actually,
You know what? That's not a bad point. That's not a bad point.
right.
Nothing is that bad of an idea until Thaddeus steps.
I killed the fucking spider. Well, me and Harper killed the fucking spider. Okay, anyways. So once again, it's just going to be a wild attack. If you said go all out, I guess I'll do 3 attacks. If I use 1 offhand attack, it negates 1 multi-action penalty because it's 2-fisted. So this is just going to be at -2, -4 for the offhand. But I get the extra D6
Yep.
from letting the devil out still for this, right? And I'm going to be using Frenzy and Improve Frenzy. So I'll just do the 2 main hand attacks and then I'll do the offhand. 8 for 1. The other one is a 7.
Hit. Do you have AP?
I just got an edge after last session that gives me AP4 and
Yeah.
Ellis's fist attacks count as heavy weapons.
Well,
If I
that's-
assume a fighting stance, which is a free action, so I guess Wade could have done that because
Yeah.
I'm going to reflavor it. I don't like the original flavor from it. Doesn't make sense. to
Well,
me.
she's got exactly 4 armor, so she's got a toughness of 9 right now.
No.
But no raise.
No raise.
So that's really good.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So this 8 blows up.
That's not
so I'm
good.
at 7 plus 8 right now.
Damage?
Yeah. Add another 2. So that's 15 plus 2, 17. Plus 2 from wild attack and plus 1 from my strength. So we're looking at 20.
2 wounds. She's going to try to soak.
Is this her or the machine?
This is currently the machine. She doesn't soak. I'm going to re-roll it. Soaks 1, so she takes 1 wound.
So shaken and wounded. I think that it looks like Wade's attacks are way different than Ellis's, though, so I think the description would be different. Instead of using his technique, this form that he's mastered over the years of practicing kung fu, it's just a flurry of just these wild attacks, reckless abandon, like a jungle cat.
Shit, man.
And then I guess I roll damage for the second attack from Frenzy. That is 20 as well. 2 more wounds.
She's taking 3 wounds, yep.
Is she going to soak?
She can't. She's out of bennies.
Oh my god. But Caleb has bennies.
I do. Maybe I'll save it for after armor skill.
I do.
Yes,
That
I do.
is
You're
correct.
correct, Alex. All right. On
Currently,
to the...
this is just the armor that's getting shredded.
Okay, that's good. That's a good point.
It is torn to shreds like a piece of paper under the tiger's claws.
One's going to be a hit with a raise. Let's just...
Okay, yep.
The other one is an 8, no matter how you cut it. So it's going to be a regular hit.
Okay.
This is with Improved Frenzy. That's why I did 2 more.
So you have 4 attacks total, not 3?
5.
No, I have fucking 5. Frenzy, Improved Frenzy. So it's just 3 actions with Frenzy and Improved Frenzy. So this is going to be... I'm rolling damage right now. This is going to be with... This is the one that got a raise, so I'll throw an extra d6 in there. 24 plus 3, so 27.
Minus 9 is...
18.
So that is destroying the armor and 3 wounds to Eliza.
Oh.
He jumps on it with all 4 limbs. He plants his feet on the machine as he splits it open like a lobster tail, revealing your terrified wife inside the machine. He grabs her and throws her over his shoulder, slamming her into the ground like throwing a 50-pound bag of potatoes into the ground with a sickening crunch into the ground. He does a backflip, smiling with a slight laugh off it, vaulting, landing above her. He pulls one fist up, clenches it, and you have 1 more attack?
Yep.
Do it.
17.
To hit?
No, that's 17 damage.
He brings the fist down towards her face and stops an inch above her nose. Blood is pouring out of her ears, her nose. She looks around, stunned, her vision not even close to normal. His fist turns into an artistic, flowing wave of a hand. He turns it around in a fluid motion, each finger like one point of a wave, until he intertwines his bloody fingers through her bloody scalp and pulls her head off the ground. And with a smile and an extended tongue, runs Ellis's ruined and rotted tongue from chin across her mouth and nose, licking the blood into the maw of this monster, rolling over her brow before pulling back. We get a tight shot, the entire frame, gray, black lips covered in blood, the teeth yellowed and covered in running, congealed blood, dripping off them out of frame as he says,
Baby, this is my man.
He stands up, swinging a leg back over her, and then falls to his knees as he switches place with Ellis. Abel's incapacitated, so next it's a Jack and a Jack.
Agility off?
Agility off. Marshall Harper.
I got a 5.
I got a 4.
So Harper was running over to Abel's destroyed body when all of this is going down, and I think that he hesitates as he's watching all this, contemplating whether or not he's actually going to shoot at Ellis. The moment that he throws out Eliza onto the ground and then jumps on top of her, he is aiming his rifle towards what used to be his brother. The person that he was just defending, the person that he was just arguing for their own decision, and now he was getting ready to take that person's life. There's a long pause as Harper is aiming his rifle at his brother's head, a close-up shot on his eye, down the barrel, focused, before he says, "Well, you stand back up and I'm sending you right back to hell, you understand me?"
It's me again, Harper.
"The hell it is!" And he leans down and kind of grabs Eliza by the back of her shirt with his mechanical arm and just starts pulling her towards where Abel is laying.
I'm sorry.
Thaddeus is wrecked at this point. He almost just saw a nightmare he didn't even realize was going to be worse than the ones he already had. So, I mean, Thaddeus is defeated, right? Like, all but incapacitated. Everything he's trying to do to keep this fight from happening only ignited it and then threw gas on it. And so he's still got the tonic in his one hand. and he was starting to use the spear to stand up with, but as he failed that roll, he just falls back down to his knees.
All right, wait. I think you've made your point. Lucky, are you satisfied? That's the best mercy we're gonna get.
And Thaddeus is gonna throw the tonic on the ground.
And break it?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Every option he's ever tried to get him to chill out and take it has failed, and he nearly watched Ellis kill his wife, and it was going to be absolutely his fault.
It's either Ellis dies or the potion gets destroyed at this point. I think Thaddeus knows that. You could fight back, Wade could take over again, he could kill somebody this time because he's so pissed off.
So
I think it makes sense.
We're just going to be like, oh, obviously you think that's a great idea. I should. I mean, it's your call.
What does he have? He's running out of points. He's at 4 wounds already.
Abel's down.
He watched him. Abel's down. He doesn't care about that necessarily. He watched you get stunned. You know, Harper's doing what he can, and Harper was on his side already. Eliza's...
Do your thing, yeah.
There's no roll. The viscous green would-be cure is shattered on the ground, along with any hope of separating Ellis from his friend.
Lucky's not even looking at Thaddeus when he hears literally his heart shattering. He turns to Thaddeus with eyes and mouth agape. What have you done?
That man that Eliza was with, he was a liar. That was just as likely a poison to weaken the strongest of us so he could get his revenge. I didn't realize I was giving him what he wanted, and at any rate, Lucky, it doesn't matter. He wasn't gonna let us.
You paranoid drunk. What the fuck did you just do? You killed our brother. This was our only chance to get him back.
We buried him. We eulogized him. Yeah, we lost our brother. We
yeah,
never
well,
got
then
him
what
back.
the fuck is that thing? And he points over in Ellis's direction.
I think Ellis is slowly walking towards the spot where you guys are having this conversation.
I think you're the only one with an illusion that he's anything else than what we've seen.
You're gonna take a step back. Harper stands back upright and points his rifle up at Ellis again.
Ellis just puts his hands up.
Until you can speak with one voice, you're gonna stay 30 feet away from her.
Everybody calm down. It's over.
Lucky is hopelessly scooping at the ground with the pieces of broken glass from the tonic.
Lucky,
Alice, maybe you can lick up the floor or something.
I know you don't believe me right now, but
Please,
I am
Alice.
truly sorry, Lucky.
Please.
It had to be this way.
I can't say no to my brother. I can't say goodbye.
Lucky's hands get cut, the red mixing with the green of the liquid. Eliza scoots on the ground, coughing and crawling her way over to one of the boxes, pulls out something and is trying to do something with it to herself.
What does she have?
It looks sort of like the trapper's medical gun.
I think Ellis pulls off the necklace he has with the wedding ring around it and just slides it off of the chain and then places it on the ground. And he's going to continue towards Chayton if everybody allows him to. I don't think he says anything to Eliza. I don't think he has the heart. Everybody at the table wants fucking Ellis to eat somebody. I don't think he's going to do that.
No, I thought you were just going to count coup on this guy or something.
I do want to count coup just to see what happens. And I think that the way it looks is I'm going to attempt to rip his head off. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do that. I got a knife I can also use to just cut it.
As you pull his head free, pulling his spine free from his body, Ellis, you pull it out and just blood pours out, dripping off this stringy sack of bone, and it starts to like crumble to dust in your hands. We cut over to Eliza on the other side of the room, mouth agape for a moment, and then clenching into resolve as she marches towards the second suit in the room, shaking her head, defeated. I think let's make your spider climb innate. It's an innate ability.
Ellis doesn't make eye contact. He doesn't look at anybody. He just rips the head off of Chayton, counts coup, and then walks towards one of the walls of this barn, and you just kind of see him just walk through it.
Lucky's helping up Abel to his feet.
Yeah, once Eliza got herself on her own 2 feet, Harper definitely ran over towards Abel and is trying to put on a tourniquet.
Yeah, his arm is ripped off about halfway down the bicep. So it's just bleeding there. Whatever tourniquet you can put on slowly stems that blood.
The same injury Harper had.
Yeah.
Eliza pulls out this massive needle, like horse diameter of a gel pill, out of her arm. Blood pours out of it as you see a bit of life renewed in her. She takes this massive needle gun and just whips it across the floor. Harper, you stop it with one of your feet on the ground as she starts to enter her suit.
They had a shot they called the peanut butter shot. It was for anthrax because it was so thick going in that it felt like peanut butter in the army. So food for thought.
Yeah, Harper picks up the gun. He's seen something similar to this being used before. So I think he's going to look over at Eliza and then just look down towards Abel and say, well, it's worth the fucking shot, ain't it?
Abel looks at him wordlessly, unable to speak due to the sheer agony and levels of pain that he has.
Thaddeus sort of hoists himself up to his feet and slowly starts to make his way over to Eliza. I think there's probably still some time for them to do stuff before he makes it to her.
Yeah, I think Harper takes off his belt, kind of folds it once, and then puts it in Abel's mouth, and then looks over towards Lucky with sorrow in his eyes and just inserts this needle, probably directly into what's left of the wound. And then, what is it? You said it was a gun. Is it shooting?
It's sort of like, oh God, you know what it is? It's that the needle moves like a tattoo gun inside your flesh.
Ugh.
Well, you got to push that goo in there, Otherwise, it's a peanut butter shot.
I picture just like a cock gun.
Yeah.
Like a giant thing,
Yeah.
with a needle attached to it.
So Harper, this is going to be a healing roll. Regardless of success, the character affected by the gun will be fully healed over the course of the next 1d2 days, so either a day or 2 days. If you fail, the character will have to make a vigor roll at -2 not to suffer side effects, and they'll have to make that roll at -4 if it's snake eyes.
Oh, God damn it.
No wound modifiers apply to this.
Okay, so I'm just doing this at -2. That's a 2. I'm going to use a Benny. It's a 5 minus 2. It's a 3.
Is this infection side effects?
You're not sure, but it will be a future vigor roll from Abel. This needle gun punctures into Abel's flesh.
You know that terrible gross feeling when there's like a splinter really deep under your skin and you know it's there and it really, you can just feel the thing inside you?
Yeah.
It's like that, but combined with like that warmth and burn of like a whiskey shot, just starting to flow in.
Yeah.
That pressure.
And then you pull the needle out of Abel's flesh, and Thaddeus is nearby, perhaps.
Thaddeus was making his way to catch up with Eliza.
Eliza gets inside of her machine, and it closes up as you reach it.
I'm sorry, Eliza. I swear.
You broke it.
That man, he wasn't to be trusted. If you told him that Ellis was related to me, it was most likely poison, ma'am.
It wasn't poison. I saw it work.
Oh, well, Eliza, I can do many things to make it look something else. And you just saw what he did.
You destroyed the only chance I had at getting a normal life again, Thaddeus.
I know. I don't expect you to forgive me.
I don't.
A pilot light ignites on her right arm, and she marches as Thaddeus steps out of the way, and it ignites as she starts to turn the supplies she has brought to help her husband into an inferno.
Hey! Abel shouts out, stop!
She does not stop as half the barn almost is caught in the flames.
I just needed to say it.
I'm gonna scramble real quick and try to find a duster.
If you would like, you can spend 2 bennies for the party and get armor dusters for everyone.
Are you going to grab one for me too?
Damn.
No.
I knew it.
The party.
No, yes. Abel jumps into this inferno, kicking boxes out of the way, knocking things open with that one arm as best as he can. He is stumbling, sliding around. Every once in a while, he forgets he doesn't have that arm. He lost it just minutes ago, and things will fall and smack against him. But he finally finds the box, scoops up a bag where these things are wrapped together, and runs back out of that inferno to meet his brothers outside the barn.
I think that entire time Harper was like right behind him, either trying to get him to stop or trying to help him, kind of a mix of the two as he's kind of panicking, knowing what state he was in when he lost his arm. He's frankly dumbfounded that Abel can even move at this moment, and is just kind of doing his best to keep him out of the fire.
We cut to Lucky.
Lucky's silently standing next to Eliza as she's torching this entire place.
And I think Thaddeus, he's messed up. So he'll slowly, turn around and walk through as she's lighting everything up. And so I think there's a nice pan as he walks through the length of the barn slowly. I'm not sure if anybody else is left in it besides Eliza, but we sort of see her walking along behind him in the background, just lighting everything up. And he looks miserable, limping and clutching his chest. He's got the spear to try to help him. He just sort of waddles almost out the barn.
As you try to get your way out the barn, Lucky steps in front of you.
No. Fire's rising, Lucky.
He punches you right in the face.
Yeah, he's not in a position to stop you.
As the blow lands on your face, Lucky retracts his arm and then hugs you. You can feel tears welling up on your shoulder. I'm sorry I hit you.
I get it. You didn't know what I was gonna do.
I trusted you, Thaddeus.
You were right to. I know you can't hear that, but you were right to. I wouldn't have done it if I thought there was even a chance that it would work, Lucky. But you saw, even with Way in full control, he didn't kill her. I know it's not much, but he didn't.
I'm sorry you've given up hope.
I was trying to help.
The flames start to lick at your feet as Lucky helps Thaddeus outside. The 4 crows that remain stand outside as we see the darkened figure of Eliza finish her work inside. She walks middle of the frame out the other side of the barn, smashing through the wall on her way towards parts unknown. Cut to a wider shot, the same framing as when the nest burned. End of episode. You can find Marshall Sims, who played Thaddeus Crow, on Twitter at Mr. Malicious1. You can find my brother Abel at Abel the Crow on Twitter. Isaac Sunstead, thanks man. You can find Alex Horrell, who portrayed Ellis Crow, at Alex Horrell on Twitter. Lucky Luciana Crow was played by Cameron Day. You can find him on our Discord server. And then Cameron Reed played Daisy Crow, Harper Crow. You can find him on Twitter at CJReed211. Thank you to Alexandria Machen, our executive producer, for making this show possible. Thanks, Alex. You can find her on Twitter at Alexandria Machen. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next Monday.
one point of clarity.
Yeah.
She was going to be in a suit that's very armored and protected, right? But
Yes.
she's not.
Right.
Why is that?
She actually spent sorry. She spent her last turn getting in it.
Okay.
She delayed it by 1 turn, so she's in her armored suit.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah, and she spent her last time not getting in it because she was scared, right?
right. Or
Because
distracted by it.
Harper told her not
That's
to.
really what I was trying to get
That's
after.
right,
I just
that's
wanted
right.
to point the finger at Team Ellis.
Yeah.
So,
Team Ellis. Oh, I got to go to my stat blocks. 1 second.
everybody's dying.
Well, I didn't expect this. This is exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Thanks,
Why not?
Thaddeus, for just
I really just
amping
thought,
it up.
hey, wait, you gay. Can we just chill?
Why do you think we should flip a Dominion chip for this?
I
Dude?
love it.
Love it.
Because this is the risk.
You can literally just talk to him.
Dominion
I
chips are out
love
of
it.
play now for the rest of the session.
They
Yeah.
are. Yep. I love it.
Rip.
Her spirit.
Sorry, guys.
Dude, I was about to fucking lose it if you were about to kill Eliza.
I would not do that. I just wanted to feel attention.
We're good. I hope you felt it. I hope you got
I felt it. I felt it, dude. And he walks towards one of the walls of this barn, and you just kind of see him phase through it, just walk through it. He's out of the scene, I guess.
Go steal barn.
Oh, shit! So I guess he gets to the barn, and you can't go through it, so he awkwardly walks around the giant and goes through the hole. That
That'd be a
Spider-Man-
good bit if it was a Marvel movie for sure.
Yeah.
Waste, such a little bitch, and I love it.
He's a good guy. Trust me.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
You just don't know him like I know him. He's a good guy.
We just don't get it. Thaddeus is wrecked at this point. He almost just saw a nightmare he didn't even realize was going to be worse than the ones he already had.
You're talking about the tarantula, right?
Yeah. Tarantula, or his brothers being corrupted and dying and being torn apart physically and emotionally, and then
And you realize
maybe
it's
one
your
of them
fault that it
killing his
happened, and-
wife, and this one for sure is his fault. The other ones, maybe.
You better fess up to that shit.
Yeah, what